Alright guys, and welcome back to the channel again. Today I'm just on a shallow rock mark today, fishing 3 hours down to low water and maybe an hour into the flood. I'm just targeting summer cod and bass today. I'm going to start off here. I'm going to start off here and fish it 3 down, see if there's any summer cod that knocking about. Even though it's rough, you still get summer cod in these conditions in this area. They're not like generally red, like a dark brown, and some of them are like your winter fish, like fresh run type fish sometimes when it's in these conditions on here. As I said, it blew up yesterday to about 25 to 30 mile an hour southwesterlies, and it's currently sitting at about 20 mile an hour westerly now. Well, southwesterly I should say. I've only got fresh lug, literally 3 frozen crab, and a couple of packets of frozen lug today. So it's mainly just worm baits I've got today. I did a video last week when I got that decent bag of summer cod the other week. I fished there again last week, and I got a cod about £3 second cast, and a ray about £5. But unfortunately, my phone fell over in the stand, and it kind of like chipped the screen a little bit. But it also said that it was overheating as well, and my phone basically looked like a 90s disco. It was just constantly flashing, and you couldn't see what was going on the phone. So unfortunately my phone was broke, but I only had a month left on the contract of it, so that was alright. It only cost me 60 quid to get a better phone, a better upgraded phone as well. So it wasn't a disaster in a way. So unfortunately there was no video from last week, which there was a bit of action as well, but never mind. So hopefully today, my plan of attack today is fish it 3 down here, try and catch a couple of cod, and then move down into the shallows later on and chuck into the surf and see if we can get a bass out the surf. If I don't catch anything here on the drop, I'm going to move down anyways to see if there's any bass down there. When I was walking on before, it's expected because we haven't had a blow up for a while. There was a lot of weed, hell of a lot of weed on the beach, so that'll be a big problem down in the shallows. So, but we'll just have to fish through it and see what we can catch. So yeah, it's actually not a bad tide as well to catch a conger today, but I haven't brought any fish baits or anything like that, so I don't think there'll be any conger getting caught today. But I have had one right here. I had one £13 a couple of years ago, but it was in October time, and I foul hooked it in the tail and I've caught it on fresh lug. But obviously that was just pure fluke, that like, so I don't think we'll see anything like that today. So yeah, we're just waiting for some action now. I think my uncle's coming around later on, well maybe half an hour or something like that, for a cast. I think he's got some bait to use up. As I say, any time from 3 hours down to low water you can catch cod here. And obviously you can get them on the flood as well, but I might move down and see if we can catch a bass later on. I can see now as it's shallowing off, it's getting more and more surfy down there, so hopefully the weed won't be bad down there, you know. Totally different conditions to the past couple of weeks that we've had. Like, it's been actually like a mirror, not a breath of wind or anything, red hot and that. And then today you've got about, I'd say maybe a 6 foot swell in some areas. The water's like chocolate to, well, I don't know, as far as I can see it looks like chocolate to me, like. So I'm just using I know people like to use short pulley rigs when fishing in rocks and that, but I've had more success on a longer pulley rig for some reason. when I'm targeting cod and that on the rocks, like, for some reason, don't know why. Obviously short rigs are good because obviously it gets you out of the rough ground better, but I have had more success with longer rigs, like that's me worm baits I'm putting out. They're just small yellowtails, 7 ounce Namax lead, and I'll just clip that down to a nice little Gemini clip there, as you can see. Handy little clips then for clipping your bait on. And Sakuma barrel swivels as well, and just your average bead basically. An 80-pound ASO line on the body and the hook length. People might think that's a bit extreme for cod, but in the areas where I fish, I mean, obviously it won't happen today, but in the areas where I fish in the rough ground, there's every chance of picking eels up here, and you don't want to, you know, get into a nice double figure eel and your tackle to fail on you, you know. So you've got to be prepared for things like that around here, you know. I mean, this is my first cast now. I'm fishing with my Evolution Max CT with Slosh 30, 40-pound Daiwa sensor line right through the core of the reel. That's how I fish on rough ground. It's always served me well, you know. Very, 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 very rare you lose a fish on the main line, you know, because it's that heavy. Pull a friggin' shark out that, like, whoa, a great white. Oh, my legs are hurting now. I've been bent down in this position for about, how many minutes have we been on for? 6 minutes. My rod's here, but like, if I'm going to get into a fish, I'll be reeling it around about this area. So obviously that's what you want to see. So I'll just leave my camera like in this sort of position. Obviously as the tide drops, I'll just be moving my way down, you know, to the rock edges, so to speak. You can actually as well. You can actually catch smooth hounds on here, and I've had them on fresh bloodworm off here as well, and they're not bad sized hounds, like, as well, like, you know, 6, 7, 8 pounds off here. Obviously you're pulling them out of rough ground in deep water, and the fight on them's 10 times better than what you'll catch one off a beach. Fishing in depth of water in rough ground, the fight, for some reason, the fight a hell of a lot better on here. But I don't really fish for smooth hounds and stuff like that much, you know. But occasionally I will fish for them if I feel like it, you know. So guys, I'll knock my camera off for now, and I'll report back if there's any action. So catch you in a bit. Well guys, as expected in these type of conditions, a fresh run fish, down about maybe £2.5, but Jesus Christ, I'm one for taking fish like, I'm definitely not taking this. I don't know if you can see that. Look at the state of that cod. Absolutely minging like. It's proper battered on its head. It's got shitloads of sores along its side there. And that side's not particularly pretty either. It's absolutely knackered that like. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with that. Maybe some sort of disease or something. But yeah, I'd say it's about £2.5 or something like that. Nice little fresh run fish. So yeah, we're not blanking anyway. At least we've got a cod out. So yeah, I'm going to try and get this fish back, guys, because I'm not taking this life. Got no chance of that. But there you go. Beats the blank. Happy days. So catch us in a bit if there's any more action. I've just had a small cod about maybe £1.25 then, guys. I've just put it in that pool. I'm just going to get baited up again and get chucked out, so I'll catch you in a bit. Right guys, here's me, my little mop I just got there. It was swallowed right down, but I think I've revived it, so I'm not going to keep it out the water as long. There we are. Little mop, I'd say maybe about £1.25, £1.5, somewhere along them lines. First 2 casts, or 3 casts, sorry. It was just bare hooks like lobsters and crabs and that hammering me. And then the next 3 casts after that, I've had you on about 2.5. This, I got a bite, but I was fast solid with it. And I've just pulled this little fella in then. I think he's going to get back alive because he seems to be moving around alright in the pool, and his eyes pointing down as well, which is a good sign. Normally when they're starting to die, they just like stare forward, but its eyes are pointing down there, so I think this one will be able to get back like, so happy days. So I'm going to get it put back in the pool, guys, and hopefully get some more fish. So I'll catch you in a bit. Right guys, what did I tell you before about hounds on here on lug? That's what I got. Yeah, it's a good hound as well. It's about 6-7 poundish maybe, like. No, maybe about 6ish actually. But it was, well, you think it's a bass when they're kiting around the rocks, but like you kind of know, like you got a sneaky suspicion of what they are. It's a male hound as well. Try and straighten out for the camera. Come on, pal. Now, I've been told you got to tickle this to get them to straighten out. There you go. Nice, nice hound there, guys. Oh, nearly knocked my camera stand over there. It was just lip hooked, as I say, just on straight lug. It's a straight smooth hound as well. There you go. That's it. Now, it's about 5-6 pound. I'd say it's not a massive hound, like, but very welcome off the rocks. It's my first of the year as well. But as I say, I don't really target them there, but now and then I catch them when I'm targeting cod and bass and that. But oh, there you go, guys. Fantastic. It just slack lined us. That's all it done. I put it in that pool with them cod, but Jesus, it went absolutely bloody ballistic. Like, it's knocked my cod all over the spot. But right, there you go, guys. Fantastic. I'd say it's about 5-6 pound. Like, I maybe overestimated that then. Like, so I'm going to get this dude in the pool, and I'll report back if there's any more action. So I'll catch you in a bit. Alright guys, it's gone quiet for a bit. About an hour and a half or something, it's been very quiet. No bites at all, like. Oh sorry, no I did. I got one bite and it was a good bite as well. And it pulled rod up right over and it sat over. And by the time I put my camera on and turned round, it was still pulling over. And I picked rod up, nothing, never come back. But I've just managed to cut another cod there. I'd say this one's more around 3 poundish, I'd say. It's like an orangey type fish, this one. It's very rare you actually catch them this sort of colour out of this mark, but there is bits and bobs of kelp there, but not a lot. But yeah, so that's a better size fish. So yeah, about 3 pound this one, I'd say. So happy days. So that's 3 cod I've got. Unfortunately, them 2 fish I've had, I've put them in deep pools and both of them went belly up. That horrible scabby one, I'm gonna have to take it on, but I don't want to eat it. Like, it's an absolute mess, like. So, I don't know if that's a bite or if that's weed on the line. I think it might be weed, but I'll give it to my dogs that young, like, they'll eat that. But there you go, guys, good stuff. So I've got about maybe 40 minutes left to fish and then I'll be packing up, I'd say. So I'll catch you in a bit if there's any more action. Alright guys, I had a bit of weight on my line then, so I was just shaking it off, you know, because my line was limped down like that. And just as I went to put the rod back in the stand, my line just completely dropped slack in my hands, and I was like, oof, that's a bit weird doing that. Must be a fish, and it was another codling. Say the shan's about maybe 2.5 pounds or something like that. So that's four codling and 1 smooth hound for this sessions. This was meant to be my last cast, but literally I've got maybe 10 minutes spare before I start packing up and that. So what I've done is I've just put a load of worm on and just chucked it out while I'm just gonna tidy all my gear up before going. So another codling there, guys. So great stuff. Not a bad session. 4 cod, 1 smooth hound. Awesome. So mainly 3 of them are clean fish, including this one. And the biggest one I've had of the day, that's a kelp fish, that yan. Here's a kelp bed to my left. I'd say that's where that fella's come from, behind us, the biggest yan. But oh, there you go, guys. Awesome stuff. So I'll let you know if I catch anything else when I'm packing up. Or sorry, when I pull in. And because I need to sort all this out, like. So I'll catch you in a bit. Alright guys, that's it for today's session. I've managed to get packed up there. I managed 4 cod and a smooth hound in total. So it was a decent session. So the biggest cod was about £3. At largest maybe £1.50 or something like that. The other two are probably around £2.5. The smooth arm was probably around 5ish, I'd say, as well. So we're having another bad little session there. I missed one crack and bite at low water, but other than that I've managed to hook everything on the caught pretty much. So yeah, these are my fish here on the floor next to me, my evolution match. So aye, got a nice productive day, well, morning I should say. I'd say if you stuck it out and fished up, I mean I've only got about 15 lug there, but I need to get back. Like I told our lass, I'll be back for about 12:15. If you stuck it out, like, you'd probably get a couple more cod, but well, I'll just I'll settle for what I've got. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. I enjoyed this morning, definitely. So please smash that like button, guys, and keep the channel circulating. And so yeah, I'll catch you in the next video, guys. So tight lines, and see you later. Cheers.